What if you could tap into the growth potential of both mid caps and small caps with just one index fund? And what if this exposure wasn't limited to a handful of companies but spread across 400 fast growing businesses? That's what the Navi Nifty Mid Small Cap 400 Index Fund aims to offer. But does broad diversification automatically mean lower risk, or does combining mid and small caps bring its own set of challenges? So let's unpack this in a detailed manner in this video. So hi there, welcome back to holisticinvestment.in, where we help individual investors like you to make the right financial and investment decision to reach your financial goals in a more faster and smarter way. Now before analyzing this fund, let us first understand a few basic details about it. So as an NFO, it opens on 24th November 2025 and closes on 5th December 2025. So some of the key features of the policy are: this is an open-ended fund type which belongs to the category of equity mid-cap. So the benchmark index it's representing is Nifty Mid-Small Cap 400 TRI. There is no entry and exit load as well. So the minimum investment amount required to invest in this fund is 100 rupees. So the fund manager for this fund is Mr. Ashutosh Sriwakar, and according to the riskometer, the risk involved in this fund is very high. So as an index fund, the primary objective of it is to provide returns to the investor before expenses which closely correspond to the total returns of the securities as represented by the underlying index, which can be subjected to tracking error. So now as we have a basic idea about the fund, let us move on to the index it is representing. So the index is Nifty Mid Small Cap 400 Index. So this index is designed to reflect the behavior and the performance of the mid and small market capitalization companies. So the index includes all companies forming part of Nifty Mid Cap 150 and Nifty Small Cap 250 index. This index can be used for a variety of purposes such as benchmarking fund portfolios, launching of index funds, ETFs, and other structured products. So some of the sectors represented in the index are financial services to capital goods to media, entertainment and publication, and diversified. All these sectors represented or presented on the screen before you. You can pause and see. And some of the top 10 holdings is also presented. So in the last position, HDFC Asset Management Companies Limited is there with a weightage of 0.94%, while in the first position, BSE Limited is there with a weightage of 1.73%. So here as on index returns as on October 31st, 2025, you can see from the tab or graph itself that in a short term period it may have some ups and downs, but in overall in the long term period comparatively it has performed better and is continuing to perform better. So now as we have a basic idea about this fund and its index, let us move on to the analysis part of the video, where we are going to take a look at the pros and cons, the advantages and disadvantages. So let us start with the advantages first. Number one, by tracking the Nifty Mid Small Cap 400 Index, the fund provides exposure to a large basket of mid and small cap stocks. This reduces over dependence on a few names and spreads risk across sectors and industries. And number two, there is a potential for higher long-term growth, meaning mid and small caps generally have more room to grow compared to large caps. So over longer time horizon, this segment has historically delivered strong wealth creation. Number three, instead of relying on active stock picking, the fund simply mirrors the index, keeping cost minimal. So for investors who believe consistency beats guesswork, the passive route can be appealing. And number four, finding quality mid and small caps individually is tough and research heavy. An index fund simplifies this by giving you a ready-made portfolio of vetted listed companies. So these are some of the advantages. However, there are some disadvantages as well, like number one, mid and small caps react more sharply to market swings compared to large caps. This means deeper corrections, steeper recoveries, and more emotional roller coasters for investors. And number two, some small cap names in the index may have lower trading volumes. This can impact index replication efficiency and create tracking differences. And number three, these segments typically go through extended cycles of underperformance. Anyone expecting quick or stable returns may be disappointed during rough periods. Number 4, depending on market trends, the index can become overweight in certain cyclical sectors. So, this increases exposure to sector specific risk that may not align with every investor's comfort level. So, we need to consider all these drawbacks before deciding to invest in this fund. Now, what is the final verdict then? Is investing in the Navi Nifty Mid Small Cap 400 Index Fund worth it or not? So, is this fund a gateway to high growth opportunities? Yes, if you have the stomach for volatility. So, does broad diversification eliminate risk? Not quite. It spreads it, but the nature of mid and small caps remains inherently choppy. Does entering an index fund like this require perfect timing? Probably not, but understanding the cycles of these segments is crucial. At the end of the day, the fund is simply a tool to access mid and small cap growth, nothing more, nothing less. So, the real question here is, are you prepared for the ups and the downs that comes with this territory? So here our personal recommendation is that if you are someone who's like ultra conservative investor and is not willing to take a lot of risk and is not willing to invest in actively managed funds, index funds might be a better fit for you. But still, instead of investing in an NFO like this, you can invest in similar index funds that have a lower expense ratio and a lower tracking error. And also, if you have a higher risk tolerance, you can invest in actively managed funds which have a potential to deliver higher returns than an index fund. So also you can consult with a financial planner for more professional guidance. So they will look into the fund suitability like investment objective, risk profile, overlap ratio, allocation, and see whether that aligns with your risk tolerance, your financial goals, and the time horizon for those goals, and will strategically guide you into better outcomes.
And if you want to gain more professional guidance through a professional financial planner, you can choose to book a one-on-one complimentary consultation with one of our professional financial planner through the link in the description. Also, if you want to gain more investment and financial insights through the leading experts in the finance industry, we also conduct regularly free live webinars through which you can register and gain these insights. The link is in the description. Also, if you like this video, definitely hit like and subscribe to YouTube channel so we can come up with more such financially beneficial content for you. Thank you for watching.